Hey everyone, what's up and welcome to a new video on my channel. And in today's video we will talk about a topic that might be interesting for a lot of you. We will be talking about what do content creators that are in the content creator program of Habby get? Do we get paid? Do we get like in-game rewards or so on? You will see it. I will tell you exactly what we get in this video. I will also talk about my personal experience with Habby, how I feel treated by them, and why I think this is also reflecting on how the game is doing and how they are working together with the community. So before we start with the main part of the video, I want to immediately make clear that I have worked with other companies in the past on other YouTube channels. I worked with Warner Bros. On their game Harry Potter Magic Awakens. I worked with Lilith Games or Farlight, and also now with AFK Journey, and I also worked with Bluepoch on Reverse 1999. So 3 pretty big games. And I can honestly also compare my experiences with those companies and the experience that I get with Habby as a content creator. Okay, so let's immediately talk about the rewards that we get as content creators, and I will just put immediately an image here. Then you see this is exactly what we get. Keep in mind the content creator program was launched at the beginning of February, so all the other views and the videos that we had before didn't count towards those rewards. So I have, for example, I think the video with the most views on my channel is the beginner tutorial guide, whatever, that I posted this year. It has over 80,000 views and it didn't count towards those views, so I got no rewards at all for that video. So yeah, most of the videos with the highest views are sadly before the content creator program was launched, and so I didn't got any of those rewards here. And I can also honestly talk about those rewards because it's public information. Habby posted it when they announced the content creator program, so everyone was able to see what content creators get. So for you to also understand how those view counts work, they work per single video. So that means that, for example, the last year 100,000 views, it's not calculated all the videos together, just in one single video. So you can also see how realistic or unrealistic those goals are. And we know that 100,000 views on an Archero 2 video, maybe if you're a crazy big influencer and you get paid by the company, then you might achieve those 100,000. But for content creators that are just really in the game in Archero 2 and focus on it, they will probably never reach those views in one video because the player base is just way too small to achieve those numbers. Granted, I already hit on some videos 5,000 to 10,000 views and so on. So yeah, as you can see, most of the times I get like the first reward. So 100 gems and 1 obsidian chest key for every 1,000 views. So if I get, for example, 3,000 views on a video, I get 300 gems and 3 obsidian chest keys plus 200 gems on top of each uploaded video. So this would be 500 gems and 3 obsidian chest keys. Obsidian chest keys, yes, not the main thing. I told them from beginning on, it's not very rewarding. You really want the chromatic chest keys, but you only get them when you start to get 5,000 or more views. So it's not super crazy, and I can also, as I said, compare it to other companies, okay? And I will be very honest here. With Warner Bros, it was a horrible experience, probably the worst company you can work with. From my personal experience, I will not go into more details, but it was the worst company I've ever worked with. Like legitimately, if you're a content creator, it's probably the best to not work with them, at least on the game that they had. Well, the game also shut down 1 year after global launch, so it says everything. No more information is needed about it. And then after Warner Bros, I would already rank Habby as the second worst company that I've ever worked with. Like, the rewards are not super high. Most of the time I get ignored. I will go more into detail after this category here, but yeah, so it has not been very great, and there's also a reason that the game has not a lot of content creators, okay, but just saying. And then afterwards, I would say on the next rank I would put Lilith Games or Farlight, whatever you want to call it. It's like 2 companies, but yeah, same people working on there, I think. Yeah, with them I had a partnership on AFK Journey, and it was pretty solid. I cannot complain. It's also a very pleasant experience to work with that company. Super great. And then last but not least, Bluepoch, the company Bluepoch, on their game Reverse 1999, and that was a very, very good experience. Like, this company is amazing, what they provided to us content creators, and listen to our feedback and everything. It was a very, very great experience. But overall, like, this is a company that really, really listens to the feedback of the community, and it reflects on how the community sees things in the game and the company. But yeah, as I said, I will not go too much into details. Just keep in mind that some companies give you nothing, other companies give you some in-game rewards, and other companies even give you money per video. Like, that's how it works, okay? And most of the times it's like counted per 1,000 views, so 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, whatsoever, okay? Usually that's how it works. I also worked with Stone Hollow team on Etherspire, and it was a very small collab, but also very good. Just wanted to also put it here in the video. Very cool game, very cool team, very chill. Yeah, it's a way smaller game, way smaller, but super cool. Usually the smaller games, smaller companies are easier to deal with as a content creator because yeah, they're way more chill in those things, and with the bigger companies it's often, not always, but often a hassle, because yeah, they just don't care no matter who you are. Granted, I am a small content creator, I know that, I know, but especially in Archero 2, I mean, we don't have a lot, but now we will go to the next step. So we talked about the rewards that content creators get, and I don't know, for some people they will think, wow, that's super cool, great. Others will be like, and what do I personally think? And I know some people might say it's super ungrateful what you say or so, and don't get me wrong, I'm grateful that we get something, you know. I just started this YouTube channel because it's fun for me to create content, because I really loved Archero 2. So there was never an intention or a goal to go into the content creator program. It didn't even exist back then when I started to play Archero 2. But I must honestly say, and you also need to keep in mind, I have over 500,000 views just on Archero 2, okay? Like over 500,000 views just for Archero 2. This is, like, marketing wise, not nothing, like as advertising, you know. Every video that I put out or any other content creator puts out on Archero 2 is like marketing. It's like advertising the game, even though of course we do it because it's fun for us and so on. It's like advertising. People see it, and true content creators, influencers, people get maybe influenced to spend money on the game and speak about the game, you know. Views, like, it's such an important thing to have like content creators that do content on your video game. It's very important. Like, for example, from me personally, I can say whenever I start to play a new video game, in 95% of the times I check out on YouTube if there are any videos on this game. And if I see that there are barely any videos about this game, personally I always think like, okay, the game is pretty dead, I don't know if I should even play it or so, you know. It just gives me that feeling, that experience. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that's how I feel. And also, so you get a better idea, if you would pay a content creator for 500,000 views, it would cost the company about a few thousand euros, okay? I don't know, maybe 5 to 10k, probably even more, okay? So it's pretty expensive, those kind of marketings. And compared to what we get in reality from Habby, it's nothing. And it's also one of the main reasons why most of the content creators left. Just like, we have 3-4 active content creators, and with active I mean like people who upload at least one video per week on Archero 2, and all the others left because I would not particularly say that Habby treats us bad, but just that they ignore most of the requests. So I can honestly say that 99% of the time, whenever I contact them with any suggestion or so, I get no reply, okay? That's just the honest reality, and this feels pretty bad, okay? Because I feel like I try my best to still cover the game and interact with the community and so on, and if you then, as a content creator that has like some kind of partnership with the company, if in most cases you get ignored by the company, it just feels pretty bad. And you know, I can honestly say one of the topics was like, I as a content creator wanted to have like other kind of rewards, you know, some things that we could use to also produce content. Let's take, for example, currently we have the new legendary hero in the game, and wouldn't it have been a cool idea for a video to spin the wheel, like, I don't know, let's say 200, 300 times or whatsoever, or to really be able to create content with a new character in-game, you know? For me as a content creator, producing that kind of content would be the best because it's a new hero. I want to show it to the world with my personal gameplay. So why not give the new hero to the content creators out? It's super easy, and trust me, in the business, it's very common practice. Most companies do it like this. I know that, for example, also Blizzard, in some of their games, they just hand out all the new heroes to the content creators. So it's very common practice, so you understand it. But instead, I just got ignored with no message at all because, oh, it would be just too much to give the content creators like a new character. No, it's better to still milk the 4 or 5 content creators that are there to get, come on, give us 300, 500 euros per content creator because it's so important for us. And this is a thing that I want to tell you. If the company is already so greedy with their content creators that promote the game for them, that do like a big part of the advertisement, if they are already so greedy with them, well, then you don't need to expect anything else towards the community, because then they will milk you out of everything that you have as much as possible. And this is a very sad thing. And I know that this video also might get me kicked out of the content creator program, but I'm very honest here. I just don't care. The content creator program is, in my opinion, honestly pretty bad. It's not worth it to talk it at all. And as I said, once again, there are barely any content creators left, and there's a reason for it. As I said, the company ignores most of the requests, and if there's any talk about maybe more rewards or so, immediately shut down. And yeah, greedy is a big thing in the company, and they are ruining their relations with most content creators. As I said, most are not here anymore, and once a new big game will come out, I see that the last few content creators that are here, they will just switch over because there's just nothing left for us here. First of all, the experience is pretty bad in the game right now, you know. It's going this crazy hardcore pay-to-win route. And the relations with the company, for me personally, don't feel really big right now, okay? It's not very important, since I just get treated like I'm a nobody. And once again, I know I am a small content creator, okay? We don't need to sugarcoat it. I'm not someone with 100,000 subs or so, you know? But to literally feel like no one, even though I try to make so much for the community and so on, I don't know. It just doesn't give me a good feeling. And it's one reason more to at some point quit the game, you know? I love the community, but the game is going into the wrong direction, and it's sad, but I really wanted to talk about this in this video, so you know also my state of mind as a content creator with the company Habby. There's also another very, very big topic, and no one has talked about it, and I don't know if most of the people missed it or just don't want to talk about it, but it was like over a month ago, something like this, where Habby had like an email leaked. And I know that it has nothing necessarily to do with the main topic of the video, but I wanted to put it here because it shows once again how unprofessional the company is. So it was when they announced that they will have a new Habby store for Archero 2 where you can purchase in-game currency through their homepage. It was like just to test it out, you know, people could apply there with their email that they use for Archero 2, and then if they get accepted, they can make purchases there to buy in-game currency. It is obviously a little bit cheaper than in-game. So yeah. And what happened there is they posted it on Discord, went offline, and what happened? All the emails got leaked. All the people who applied there to this program, all their emails immediately got leaked, and no one was available from the company. This is a no-go. Like, it's crazy. Imagine, like, it is really, really bad when your email address gets leaked in contact with your Archero 2 account. Like, it's super bad. And we couldn't reach anyone from the company, okay? So no one was there. Well, only one person that works for Habby is on the official Discord server, just saying. And besides of that, the Archero 2 Discord server is run by people who are not working for Habby at all, which is already pretty weird, but yeah, so luckily one of the people who are in charge of the Discord server, who are, as I said, not employed by Habby, luckily tried to shut down the bot that leaked all these informations, and because of that person, luckily not more emails got leaked. It was there about like 20 to 30 minutes, all the emails got leaked, and then luckily someone fixed it. But if it was on Habby's side, it's crazy that no one reacted to it, you know. It could have been there for one day, and imagine the amount of emails that would have gotten leaked during that time. So you will probably also see here on the side a screenshot of it. I deleted obviously all the names, so you don't know who it is or so on, but that's how it looked like. You saw the Discord username and email address and so on. So pretty big thing. And what happened then afterwards? No official apology, nothing else. I mean, an apology would not do it justice, okay? But not even that they did. It was just ignored. Oh, super funny. Emails got leaked. One of the worst things a company can do. No problem. You guys are amazing. You guys that are here managing the Discord server, continue doing that. We Habby, we don't need to do any of those kind of business. And that's just very bad. It shows once again how unprofessional they handle things. And they just don't care, okay? And yeah, okay, this video, you might think that I'm little bit mad, and yeah, I am a bit mad about all the situations that are going on. Everything is wrong right now in the game, and I don't think that this will be going well for too much longer, you know. The only good thing in Archero 2 is probably the next event, which is the fishing event. This will be cool, very great, but besides of that, I don't know, it's going so bad. As I already said, I don't think that I will play this game for too much longer. I don't know. It's sad to say it because it's the main game of my channel, and I created this channel because it was so much fun in the beginning. But barely anything changed in those 6, 7, 8 months, because I started September 2024 when the game soft launched, you know. And since then, the only things that really got introduced into the game are 95% of those things are pay to win things and heavy microtransactions. And as I said, the team, it's just not cool. I don't even know how many people are working on the game. My guess, maybe 5 or so. It doesn't feel like it's more, but yeah. Okay, this was it. I hope this video was kind of informative for all of you guys, especially for people who don't really know how it works with content creators in companies and so on. I just wanted to give you an insight on how it is a little bit and on how I feel about those things and how Habby handles those kind of things, okay? So yeah, I don't really think that Habby gives an F about what I say or what other content creators say, because they don't give an F about anything that the community says right now. We clearly see it. If they would reach out to me, I would gladly be open to have talks with them about the game, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, honestly, right now. And I heard also the same thing about people that are working on the Discord server of Archero 2, you know. All of them, as I said, they're working there on a free basis, and some of them also told me in private DMs that things are not cool. They also think it's pretty bad and so on. But yeah, okay, I would say this is it. I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you want to watch more videos on my channel. Also, feel free to leave your opinion down below. As I say, I always read those, and it's always nice to see and to hear and to see your opinion in the comment section. Okay, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you on the next video. Bye bye.